What's up everyone, I'm Sid Vicious and today I'm bringing you some insight into one of the most game-changing relics revealed for OSRS Leagues 5, Golden God. This relic is packed with new mechanics and could redefine how we approach both skilling and earning gold this league. I'm going to break down all its features and some strategies, the pros and cons, and how it compares to past favorites like Fire Sale. So let's get into it. Let's kick things off by talking about what Golden God actually does. This relic enhances both high alchemy and low alchemy spells. Not only are the rune costs and level requirements completely removed, but every time you alch with this relic, you receive 15% extra gold and a 65% chance for the item to not be consumed. This combo opens up a new kind of economy, giving you massive returns on items. Essentially, you're making more gold per alch, and with the 65% chance to keep the item, you'll have more gold than you'll ever know what to do with it. Golden God lets you alch continuously on a stack of items. Place the item in a specific inventory slot and the relic will keep alching until the stack is fully used up or the item moves from this position. This means, unlike regular alching, you don't have to keep clicking. It's essentially a fully automated alching system. Even better, it doesn't interrupt your actions, so you can alch while doing other things like skilling or combat. You'll keep earning magic XP and generating gold automatically while you're active on other tasks. You can also offer 20,000 coins at a player-owned house altar, and that's equal to the XP of Dragonbone offering. And here's the best part, it respects the altar XP modifier, so you're looking at a super efficient way to train prayer. Instead of gathering bones, all you need to do is get gold. And this is a huge boost for early and mid-game prayer training, especially if you're aiming for 99 prayer or even 50 million prayer XP. We'll talk about the goal requirements later, but spoiler alert, it's efficient. Golden God also lets you buy items as noted from certain shops, provided these items are typically notable. This makes it way easier to buy large amounts of supplies like ores, caramons, uncut gems, and many more other items without worrying. So that's Golden God in a nutshell. It's versatile, saves a lot of time, and is built for efficient scaling. Let's dive into the strategy side of things and how to really make Golden God work for you. Pick the best alch item for profit. Depending on your region, you'll want to identify the highest value item for alching. Early on, Slayer Shop is going to be the best, which will be a solid option for building up that early game cash. You would buy something cheap to stack up so you can run around getting money passively. Once you've got a bigger stack, you can move to higher value items if you have access to them. After that, if you want big profits, you can take a look at your region, go for some of these items. Notable items are the condensed gold, because it's the most expensive high alch item you can buy from a store. But also mystic robes, because you can also buy 1,000 of them very easily. Also, one shout out to Aubrey's Rune Shop for runes and Tokel conversion. That way you can access the Tokel stores as well. In Discord, I talked to this guy named Groot. He ran a simulation of using greedy algorithm to figure out what's the best way to make profit using this relic. Without getting too technical about greedy algorithm, it basically picks the most expensive item and attempts to alch it every time. If you fail, you will go for the next highest item value and so on. But through all simulations, buying the most expensive item will gain you the highest GP the fastest. And the more you alch, the more rapid it will grow exponentially. Main tip here is to just spend 5 minutes at your best store and carry some alchs to have as passive XP gold generation to run around in. Don't worry about ruby rings and getting diamonds, etc. Pretty much any store is going to gain you profit if you spend a few minutes just alching at the store. Of course, you do want to move to a higher cost item as soon as you can for the big profits. If you do get a diamond early, you can get to the ruby rings into the dragon longsword right away for the early game. Golden God's auto-alching feature lets you set up your stack and walk away, turning gold generation and magic XP into a passive process. So while it's alching, you can tackle other skills or explore the game. You could be training combat, skilling, or doing quests all while your magic level goes up and your gold stacks starts to grow. It's the perfect setup for multi-training. Sometimes you might only care about XP, so you just get a large stack of easy small value alchables like arrows or feathers or anything stackable from the Slayer store. And this relic really synergizes well with all the different tier 1 relics. When you're ready to train prayer, just offer 20,000 coins per dragon bones worth of XP at the altar. You only need 43 prayer early on, then save the big grinds for when you have an XP multiplier. Or if you need prayer levels for a certain task to give you points, you can always spend some money there. And remember, this method respects player altar XP modifiers. So for maximum efficiency, get your altars up and running. Don't forget to alch with prayer for more AFK training. It's roughly 30 million GP per hour for prayer XP, so make sure you have enough if you plan to AFK. Speaking of AFK, Golden God is more than just a relic for leveling up. It's redefining how we AFK in OSRS. Imagine fishing for 25 minutes straight while your Golden God relic alchs in the background. You're training two skills at once without needing to click constantly. This isn't just an alching relic, it's an AFK powerhouse, especially when you combine it with other relics. You're leveling magic while tackling other skills like fishing, woodcutting, mining, and combat, making the most of every AFK session. Just be wary that some activities does stop the auto-alch function temporarily, but it will resume right after. For long-term goals such as grinding for 50 million XP, Golden God's passive gains make hitting 50 mil XP a lot easier. You can keep alching in the background while building both your gold and XP while focusing on another skill completely or activity. It's always nice to have a free AFK skills that get you to 50 mil XP fast and easy. And based on regions, free active skills like construction are easy to level up as well. Let's talk about some important considerations when it comes to Golden God. Golden God has incredible benefits, but there are a few factors to consider. Unlike Fire Sale, where you had the immediate access to free items, Golden God requires you to set up items for alching. It's not a big deal once you get going, but if you're after instant rewards, it might feel a bit slower at first. Since some regions offer better alch items and prayer options, the power of Golden God will vary based on your chosen regions. Plan your region choice with key shops in mind to maximize its efficiency. You will have to learn how to manage buying things from the shop and maintaining your gold. You'll have to factor in little things like how many items can you buy at a time from the shops for either making a ton of gold or just so you have enough to passively alch without slowing you down for a couple hours. Now, a lot of players have been asking if Golden God is better than Fire Sale, and I have to say it's looking that way. From infinite money potential perspective, Fire Sale lets you grab items from shops for free, but Golden God gives you infinite money generation with a little bit of setup. It might not feel as instantaneous, but once you've got items set up for auto-alching, you're generating money at a steady passive rate. Then once you get a really strong high alchable item, it skyrockets your money. The combination of passive magic XP from continuously alching and the ability to spend gold for prayer XP is what really sets Golden God apart. Fire Sale was amazing for resource gathering, but it didn't offer this level of skilling potential. With Golden God, you're getting free 50 million XP potential in both magic and prayer, something we haven't seen before. With Golden God, you're not only earning money and XP passively, but it also lets you AFK and multitask like never before. Whether you're fishing, doing combat, or even questing, this relic is constantly working in the background. It balances out your AFK style even more. Now comes the million gold question right now, which is, what relic will Golden God be competing against? The most popular theory is that it might face Banker's Note, a previous favorite. Golden God is definitely a better Fire Sale, but I'm not sure even with this big buff if it matches to Banker's Note. Golden God is incredibly versatile, offering both passive skill XP and continuous gold generation, and even more 50 mil XP for skills than Fire Sale offered. But the late game potential of Banker's Note in terms of raid and skilling is just too high. I would still favor Banker's Note over this current iteration of Golden God. Let's see how this relic matches up within its own tier once we get more info and more reveals. Golden God is shaping up to be one of the most powerful and versatile relics we've seen in any league so far. With passive magic and prayer XP, endless money potential, and the flexibility to multitask like never before, it's surprising many players are skeptical of its power. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Golden God? Is it going to change the meta or for OSRS Leagues 5? Will it be your top pick? I can't wait to see some more reveals, and I really hope it doesn't compete with Banker's Note. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for some more OSRS Leagues 5 content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.